What do you think the Indian people saw in you? Did they feel that you had a particular sympathy for their cause? What made you the figure that you are in their eyes?
As simple-minded folks, we have something for the showmans. We just can't seem to resist the allure of someone with a vision. It really is so intoxicating, like a bunch of mouse following a piper or a moth's allure to a light. All it takes to make our knees weak is a proper showman with something to offer. Throughout the history, we have had people like that, from the benevolent ones who didn't offer just empty dreams like Abraham Lincoln or Lala Lajpat Rai, to the not so benevolent ones who sowed lies in the name of the dreams like Hitler or Mussolini. I'm talking about people who leak energy as they move, who when enter a room, it seems like a regiment walked in with them. We just have something for the showmans, don't we? And one would notice some things that are common in all such showmans, that is a vision of the future that they see. And when they tell you that you are going to be left behind if you don't be a part of it now, you just can't help it, can you? You have to join them. But being an appropriate showman isn't something intrinsic to a lot of people. That's why one such guy or gal comes every few decades. And not just comes, arrives would be a more apt way to describe their coming. People like Steve Jobs or Michael Jackson both shared the same thing, a vision of the future. Steve Jobs, even though hailing from no special technological backgrounds, brought to us the next generation of computers and gadgets. During any product launch of Apple, you would see him walk around the stage like if he's the king of the world, dictating his will to his subjects down below, who can only look up in admiration. And I mean that in a good way, of course. And MJ had the same thing, giving us the kind of music that was never again seen or heard in the pop culture ever again. And his stage presence was equally as electric, if not more. Everyone wanted them, and everyone wanted to be them. If you still don't understand what kind of a guy I'm talking about, just consider Harshad Mehta from the Scam of 1992 web series. Pretty popular these days, I'm sure. Now, if you have reached this far, then you must be thinking, why is this dude going on and on about these so-called showmans? And how does it all relate to our poster boy, for whom we are here to talk about, that is Elon Musk? To which my answer will obviously be that I consider Elon to be the showman of the 21st century, of the modern generation. This seems counterintuitive, provided the recent stage snafu that Mr. Musk had to face, unfortunately. And just the general awkwardness that he carries around with him on stage or on any kind of public events. But let me prove my point to you. I call him a showman because he has indeed redefined what it means to be one. Gone are the days when showmen used to be those quirkily dressed guys with long hats. The showman of today sells stuff in terms of how we would want to purchase it. And Elon does that. He appeals to a more younger audience and sells dreams like relocating to a different planet. Now the key here isn't space travel. For instance, Jeff Bezos, the richest man in the world currently, a title that Elon nearly snatched from Jeff a few days back, also promises space travel, but his influence on the pop culture isn't nearly as influential as Elon Musk's. The key here is trust. The most valuable currency in trading, in my opinion. People trust Elon and his vision for not just space travel but for humanity as a whole. The most important thing to understand about Elon is that he is just a simple guy in a world of glamour and stage, minding his own business when all about him are losing theirs. He isn't some Steve Jobs or Michael Jackson in a sense that the world dances around them, but he is a visionary. And people buy what he has to sell, even if he presents it in a not so quirky way. And how can India remain unsusceptible to a guy like this? India is the land of enchantment, where many such showmen have been and will continue to be the ones who influence this country like none else. Just look at our current Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the same kind of a guy. Tesla cars have recently been announced to be arriving in India. Now, I'm not gonna delve too deep into the benefits and all of an EV or Tesla EVs, maybe in the future. Maybe in the next video that I'm going to be making on the topic, because this video is going to be a two-part. But my point here is why India badly needs people with a vision like Elon Musk here. The entrepreneurial hustle mindset is on the rising trend in India. Shows like Dr. Subhash Chandra Show have existed since a long time, inspiring our younger audience to dream of the future and take risks to realize it. Elon has done a lot of PR, like a lot. His appearance in Iron Man 2 perhaps being the best one. I mean, a guy like that, a guy that even Tony Stark respects even, there must be something about that guy, you know. One can credit it to that India has had a history of people like that, invigorating people like our current Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and I already said Lala Lajpat Rai, one of the premier orators from India. See, India has a problem. Actually, it has many problems, but this one I'm talking about here is about something that's supposed to be the solution of India's problems. We disincentivize taking risks, not mostly by the government though, but mostly by the society. Someone dropping from the school or the college or leaving a settled job is seen as a loser. And more than that, entrepreneurs are frowned upon in our society and our country. Yes, we need them badly, I must say. But when they start to get too successful, we start looking at them with a hawk-like eye. And the moment there is an uproar against the wealth that they create, the tax on their money is increased exponentially by the government to appease their voters. A settled job is aspired the most, where there is a clear criteria for the future promotions and job security is literally guaranteed, and anything else, anything where improvisation is required in life is frowned upon greatly. There is a lot our Indian entrepreneurs can as well learn from Elon Musk. Whatever project that Elon works on, he is always personally involved in them. He doesn't just sits in his own cabin and sign stuff. He indulges with the research and development team and gives constructive inputs to them. He constantly learns about new things, never shying away from gaining some new knowledge just so he can provide something better to the project that his team is working upon. And he persists this to be the way for all his workers and employees. Engineers and workers in his other company, SpaceX, are often briefed about not just the components that they should work upon, but the whole project. People working on his Falcon rocket series are experts of their own fields, no doubt. But at the same time, they know what the plan of the whole rocket is. If someone needs to make a, let's just say, structure of the rocket, he won't just make some cylindrical pencil randomly. He will carefully collab with the team working on the ignition part, the fuel and propellants part, the heat shields, the logistics, to properly understand the requirements of the project and design the rocket in a way that is more conducive to the demands of all of them. And in the process, he does not shy away from learning some new stuff, about learning some things from some field that is other than his field. There is a level of organization in whatever Elon works upon that is just incredible, and I think Indian startups and Indian entrepreneurs especially need to learn from that. And I'm not taking anything away from Indian startups and Indian peoples. ISRO is originating as one of the competitors of SpaceX and has the same level of competitiveness and the same level of dedication inside their organization, just like SpaceX. And many other startups in India are doing the same thing. But the thing is that there are not enough of them in India, and India badly needs people like them more and more. We respect him for innovating. The world is heading towards a future that will be decided by people like Elon Musk. Will we be a part of it? That is my question. So on that note, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, do share this video to your friends, do like and subscribe, do ring the bell for notification as well as to whenever I drop my video, which is really a long time nowadays, but still I'm trying my best to provide videos consistently. I really apologize for the delay though. So thanks for watching my video. Sure do hope to see you guys next time.